Whenever you are buying a computer or looking at the hardware specifications of the computer, you might be wondering what each of these components mean or what each of these component descriptions mean. Computer manufacturers name their component according to different characteristics. These characteristics may be related to generation of the device, capacity to perform a specific function. Usually, different components are manufactured by different companies and they left their brand name in the device description as well. First component that we would describe here is the CPU. Here, description of central processing unit or processor is given as 2.5 GHz Intel Core i5. 2.5 GHz is the speed with which this processor performs operations inside itself. Giga is equal to 1 billion. Hertz is the unit of frequency equal to cycles per second. So this processor's clock signal completes 2.5 billion cycles in 1 second. Intel is the name of company that manufactures these processors. Core i5 is the name of the processor with multiple chips. Cross processors with multiple chips are common these days in desktop computers. Core Cores are specifically chips in a processor. More chips in a processor are CPU, more powerful and fast it will be. i5 is the label that is given by Intel to these processors according to the performance. Series named as i3, i5 and i7 have two chips or processors. So this CPU will have two processors both with clock speed of 2.5 GHz or maybe different. Second line that is often written beside processor description is the description of the memory beside it and the bus or front side bus that processor uses to access RAM or other outside device. This processor completes 1066 million cycles or accesses per second using its front side bus, and the processor also has cache of 6 MB or 6 million bytes. Cache is fast memory inside processor which stores frequently used data. Screens or monitors are display devices. Laptops and other portable devices come with a built-in display device. There are many types of display devices, but two have been very popular: LCD and LED. LCD or liquid crystal displays have been replaced by light emitting diode or LED displays because they last longer and have no toxic mercury. In this description of a screen, diagonal measurement of a screen is 15.6 inches. It is Full HD, means it can easily play high definition videos. Screen type is LED and it is also touch screen, means you can use it as input device as well by giving commands with the touch of your finger. Almost all of the modern portable computers come with a touch screen. 1920 and 1080 refers to the resolution of the screen. It is 1920 pixels wide and 1080 pixels high. Like microprocessors, RAM is placed on motherboard too. RAM is memory, primary memory. Microprocessor has a direct access to the primary memory. RAM stands for random access memory. Random access means each location or byte of memory can be accessed directly without following any sequence or order. RAM description here is 8 GB SDRAM DDR3. This RAM is 8 GB or 8 gigabits or 8 billion bytes in size. RAM in computers is of two types: DRAM or dynamic RAM and SRAM. Dynamic RAM needs to refresh after certain intervals to keep data in memory. RAM in this description is SDRAM DDR3. SDRAM stands for synchronous dynamic RAM. Synchronous means that this RAM is synchronized with the clock cycle of CPU. DDR stands for double data rate. This means RAM can send data on falling and rising edge of clock signal. DDR RAM has previously SDRAM only used rising edge of the signal. DDR RAM has generations. Latest generation DDR4 and DDR5 are faster and more reliable than older generations. Each new generation of RAM provides better transfer rates. A graphics card or graphics processing unit is a chip in a computer that manipulates graphics of games and software programs. This graphic card is manufactured by Intel and can process high-definition images. GPUs can keep data of images or graphics in their own memory so that main processor can do other tasks. That is why a graphics card with memory of 2 to 4 gigabytes is necessary for any computer. A hard disk drive is secondary storage in a computer for storing files and computer programs. Hard drives are magnetic storage devices. Disks in a hard drive are rotate to provide access to the data or transfer data to other devices. Rotational speed is calculated in rotations per minute or RPM. Disks with 5400 RPM or 7200 RPM are commonly used in computers. But there are disks that rotate with higher speed to provide high data transfer rates. Hard disk drives or HDDs are being replaced by SSDs or solid state drives. SSDs are built using same technology as RAM and other flash storage, and they have no moving parts. That's why they do not emit heat inside a computer. Optical disk drives can read and write digital data using laser on optical disks in the form of bits. Earlier computers came with CD drives. Modern portable and desktop computers come with a DVD drive. In this description of optical drive, DVD stands for digital versatile disk. So this computer contains a DVD drive. RW stands for rewritable. That means data can be read and written multiple number of times using this drive. Read means access data on disk and write means copy new data if disk is empty or erased. Almost all of the portable devices support Wi-Fi and Bluetooth wireless devices. 8 describes all the IEEE standards supported by Wi-Fi devices in this computer. Number 802.11 is used to identify wireless local area network standards. They use frequencies of 2.4 GHz or 5 GHz to transfer data. First version were 802.11a and 802.11b. Later versions are 802.11g and 802.11n. 802.11g supports communication at longer distances. 802.11n is the latest version. It has greater speed and supports greater distance as well. Above description for wireless shows that computer will support all of the standards for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Digital cameras come built-in with laptops. They can be used for video conferencing over the internet and recording still images and videos. These cameras are also called webcams because you can stream a video or image in real time on a website using internet. Camera described here is manufactured by Intel. It is a 3D camera. A 3D camera incorporates infrared camera along with 2D lens technology. Infrared camera capture or measure distance between objects using infrared rays. This technology is used to catch facial and gesture expression using these cameras. Computers have a power supply that converts AC power or AC voltage to DC voltage because all the components in motherboard need DC current. In a laptop or any other portable device, a battery or a rechargeable battery is used, which supplies DC voltage or current to different components of a laptop to function. Most of the devices have lithium-ion batteries. A lithium-ion battery is durable and environmental friendly. This battery has working time of 7 hours after fully charged. A port provides connection to a peripheral device with the motherboard. USB ports for network connection, for multimedia devices and audio devices are common on all computers. USB is most popular. It can be used for many purposes, hence called Universal Serial Bus. This description for computer ports tells us that there is one third generation USB port and two second generation USB port. There's also one HDMI or high definition multimedia interface port to connect multimedia devices. A port for Ethernet connection LAN 10/100 is available, which can support 10 Mbps and 100 Mbps connection. Audio input and output ports for to the are the ports for headphone and microphones available on this computer. Size and weight are important factor of a portable computer to advertise. Often laptops and network computers and other portable devices show dimensions along with other specifications. This laptop is 15 inches wide and 10.2 inches high and 0.2 inches in thickness. And weight of the device is 5.36 pound. In portable devices, to reduce the size or weight, often some features are removed. This is called trade-off in computer science. Trade-off is getting one feature at the cost of others. At last, we will describe intangible part of a computer that is not a hardware but a software called operating system. Operating system is the software that provides user interface to interact with the machine. It is very necessary for a computer system to function. This description or aid tells us that the computer comes with Windows 10 pre-installed in it. There may be other operating systems installed on computer depending on the manufacturer of the device. For example, many computers come with Linux-based operating systems. Apple's computers come with Mac OS operating system.